he came to the set, he held, the baby.
That's your great-great-great-grandfather.
And he was talking to it. He was saying, I knew somebody like you. I only did a few episodes of Friends, but it was interesting to be part of something that was such a cultural phenomenon then.
That guy's pretty huge.
Don't worry, Ho-Chi taught me how to use an opponent's strength and weight against him.
Well, then that guy is in serious, serious trouble.
It did help me understand the power of television, because although I had been in movies and people knew me from that, there's something about the intimacy of seeing somebody on television on a show that you love. And it's so interesting doing Star Wars on television, because it comes into people's homes and they see it every week and they feel like they know these characters. And I love the interplay between audience and filmmaker in real time that you get from television. First of all, we're trying to figure out how to get the show on the air in the amount of time that we had, because television, you have much shorter time. And Star Wars could take 2 years, over 2 years to make because of all the visual effects. So part of it was how are we going to deliver this product in the amount of time that we have of that quality? The other thing is, how do we make it feel like Star Wars? And Star Wars was, as much as it was about groundbreaking visual effects, George also put masks and costumes and puppets in, and Yoda was a Jim Henson creation. So we wanted to keep it true to that, so if you turned on the show, it felt like you were watching one of the old movies. So we had the idea of having the puppet as a way to not have it be CG in every shot. So we had a puppet with animatronics that Legacy, that was Stan Winston's old company, Legacy built it, but it was just meant to be in the background or maybe for a few shots. But they kept making it better and better and added animatronics and all this complexity and puppeteers. And we started to say, hey, maybe we could use this for more than just wide shots, but maybe we could actually let this character could perform. And even if it's a little bit silly looking, it could work in Star Wars. Star Wars always had kind of silly puppets in there too. And we ended up using the puppet. So now occasionally you'll see a CGI version of Baby Yoda, of Grogu, when it has to do something that it can't do, the puppet can't do. But we're always trying to do it with a puppet. Even the jumps and more acrobatic things we'll use rod puppeting and other techniques, because it's so much part of the personality. And I think it's what makes that character so approachable, is it feels real, it feels like a toy. I think he liked how we treated Baby Yoda. We didn't know, because you could go wrong a lot of ways with presenting another character of that species, especially a baby. But I think we handled it in a way that he must have liked it, because he came to the set, he held, and I remember on set, people were like, that's your grandpa.
That's your great-great-great-grandfather.
And he was talking to it. He was saying, I knew somebody like you. He felt, I think, a few things. I think first of all, he felt the amount of respect that we have for him. And even as we expand upon it and go in directions he never went, we always want to make sure it's consistent with what he created, because we still see it as his. But by the same token, it's not his responsibility anymore. He shouldn't have to worry about it. So it's almost more like a grandfather who comes visiting their grandchild. Like, you want it to be there for the emotional connection, for the support, you want to make sure that they approve, you want to make sure that you know that they're being respected, but they don't have to change the diapers,